I'm live. Hey there, everybody. Computer just did something odd. I'm still learning how to do this. So we're going to wait till we get some more people in the room. My hair is still drying, but I'm ready. Y'all ready to rock and roll? Let's see who jumps in the room. Just say hi so I know you're in the room. This is saying there are 0 people in the room. There you are. Yeah. Cool. Hey. How y'all doing? Very, very happy to be doing this for you all tonight. It's been a busy day. I got a new car, well, a new used car, a Toyota RAV4. It's gray, so I named it Dorian Gray. But considering that I made the promise to myself as well as to my subscribers, as well as to my pantheons of divine, to try and do this twice a day, 11 a.m. and 11 p.m. ish, right? I figured I would dive in and give it my best. So welcome. It's just 11:02 now. We're going to give it another couple of minutes. I posted on Facebook in my own group, Mark Angelo, Lyons, Mel for short, as here we go. Hey Mel, thanks for this. Good. I'm glad you guys are all digging this. Good. So I belong to a couple of different groups on Facebook. I have my own private group, Mark Angelo, Lyons, Mel for short. It is a private group. Anyone can join as long as you're cool, right? As long as you're not like mean to people and disruptive, because I just ain't got time for that. I will boot you out of there so fast. So we want you to toot, not boot. All right, cool. Hi, hello Olivia, hello Anita, hello Autumn Phoenix, hello Trigeneralized Psychedelics is a very cool name. I tried generalized psychedelics in the 80s and it made me a mystic. It's not true, I was born a mystic, but I'm always down for a joke. I spent most of the day at a Toyota dealership up in Saratoga, which is where I am right now. This is not my usual setup for anybody who knows the deal. I'm visiting my family. Yes, I actually traveled, and I'm visiting people who are in the risk age. But you know what? I live alone. I see maybe 2 people on a regular basis in the past couple of months. So everything's fine, and I love my parents. I still want a fucking trophy for having healed my relationship with my parents, but I don't think anybody hands them out. Maybe afterlife we get that stuff. Wouldn't it be funny if there was like an award ceremony in the afterworld? I think there should be. What's your favorite mushroom? Portobello. Honestly, I'm 51. What am I going to do with hallucinogenics now? That's like boring to me. Not to put anybody else's stuff down, but I did it in the 80s before we could record shit, right? You needed a big ass camera if you were going to record that going on. We didn't even have camcorders back in the 80s. In my day, if you wanted to message somebody, you had to bleed on a rock and huck it into the next cave. So welcome everybody. We're going to do our little prayersy-waresy in a little bit. Yeah, give it another minute. See who else jumps in. And we're going to do a chakra meditation tonight. I've been doing chakra meditation since the 90s, at least, with people on my own. I've been doing them much longer. So I just thought it would be a good thing to bring some healing energy in. And having spent the day amongst muggles, I'm kind of glad to be among my own, even virtually today. Hey, D. Hansel. Cool. No. I think at this point, if I took a hallucinogenic, I would probably be the most boring person in the room, because I'd be like, yeah, it's a manifestation of my inner child. I do miss trailers, though. Like, I went to the Boston Conservatory of Music, Dance, and Theatre in, 1986. I was there for a year and a half, and I hung out with a bunch of people, and we were called the Bakery, and we weren't making cookies, also known as the Heinous Clique, because those were 2 words in our vocabulary list for speech class. And I did a lot of mushrooms. I did LSD. At one of Stevie Ray Vaughan's last concerts, Checkerboard. It was unbelievable. Well, the concert and the acid was Checkerboard. And, you know, while my friends were watching the walls melt, I was figuring out time travel. It was just different. I once used the Ouija board on LSD. That's how I started channeling. So I think that's no longer on my bucket list, so to speak. What are you talking about? Yeah. So drugs aside, really do the Wim Hof breathing, WIMHOF. You want to trigger some DMT? Yeah, definitely check out the Wim Hof breathing method. I've been taking the cold showers and doing the yoga and all of that too. Because once you get to a certain age, see, now, look, I know I don't look my age, and no one's more fucking shocked than I am. Like, I drank, I smoke, I had indiscriminate sex like crazy. I'm HIV negative. I think the gods have a plan for me, you think? And this is part of it, doing this tonight. So it is very much my honor. So, yes, man, Wim Hof breathing is amazing. Yeah, I do it every day. I've got the app on my phone and everything. No shit, right? There it is. There's my Wim Hof app. Oh, you can't really tell, but it just kind of whites it out. Yeah, so I've been doing that for over a month, and it's supposed to, well, research on it. I'm not going to say what it's supposed to do because we're in a very tricky time, as you are all aware, and YouTube is very, very clear to its content creators about what you can say and what you can't about it. So even if there's even a slight hint right now, they're picking it up and deleting stuff, and you can fight it, but I'd just rather not. I'd just rather steer clear of that and do what I do best. I've been spiritually teaching since 1990, since more than some of you were born. I've been doing this, reading cards since I'm 12 years old. I'm going to be 52. Man, that's 40 years in tarot and other oracular systems. So let's do what we came here to do. Tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day. Not a great day for pagans, but what are you going to do? I am Irish, both sides of my family, mother and father. So mom's making corned beef and cabbage and Irish soda bread. She says she has a really good recipe. We'll see. It just tastes like Arm & Hammer in my mouth, but what are you going to do? Yeah, so let's do our prayer. Now, it's not the same prayer every time. I know so many different prayers. I have what's called the grace of prayer, where prayer just flies out of my mouth. I'm really, really good at it. Because when you do what I do for a living, and that's why when I sign on to the recorded videos, I usually say, hi, welcome. I am your reader, Mark Angelo, Lyons, for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, and president of Join the Circle Productions, right? I am a professional witch. It's how I make my money, and a professional intuitive. It's how I pay my bills. So, repetition being the mother of skill and all. It's the grace of prayer flows through me. So let's do this. Everyone, please. Speaking of Wim Hof, we're not doing the Wim Hof breath. I don't need any of you passing out. If you don't do it right, you pass out. So please, let's take a few deep breaths. Just follow along. Here we go. I'm going to close my eyes for a minute. So remember, there's a time delay. It might take me a minute to see if you said something. So here we go. Just at your own pace. Anything you like. I tend to do in through the nose, out through the mouth, but whatever works for you. And if you like, once you get into a nice breathing pattern, you can just pretend or imagine that you're inhaling everything you need, known or unknown, and exhaling everything you don't need, known or unknown. So just breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in everything you need. Breathe out anything you don't. Breathe in peace. Breathe out stress. Breathe in healing. Breathe out suffering. Breathe in unity. Breathe out separation. Breathe in light. Breathe out shadow. Breathe in truth. Breathe out illusion. Breathe in love. Breathe out fear. Let's do that again. Breathe in love. Breathe out fear. Breathe in love. Breathe out fear. And it is from this place I offer this prayer. Dearest God, Goddess, all that is, we open ourselves up to the divine truth of who we are in this moment, that we may breathe it in, that we may be the truth of who we are beyond our own concepts of what we are, that we may join together in this digital moment, either live or in playback, that we may serve the highest probability for ourselves, for each other, and for the well-being of all concerned. That we may be as channels of divine guidance and grace, divine light, divine healing, divine knowledge, divine wisdom, chi, prana, life force, Reiki, grace, call it what you will. May we be channels of that now. Blessed be our breath, that it may bless all of life, and may it begin with us. Blessed be our breath. Blessed be our breath. We surrender this time spent together to the divine in all names and any names, that we may surrender to its will, in the sense that the will of the divine is love, that we may be love incarnate in this moment. Because we are here only to be truly helpful. We are here to represent the divine that sent us, so we don't have to worry about what to say or what to do. Because the divine that sent us is directing us, and we are content to go wherever it leads us, knowing that we do not go there alone and that we will be healed, as we are taught to heal by grace. Our gods, our goddesses, our saints, our angels, our totems, our healers, our ancestors, our masters, please show us what you would have us do tonight, where you would have us go, what you would have us say, and to whom, that we may help fulfill our role in the divine plan, that we may bring greater light of consciousness, a greater unity, a greater love, a greater healing to ourselves, to our loved ones, and to every living being on this planet, human and otherwise, that we may remember the truth of who we are, and that we may act accordingly, aligning our conduct with our highest truth and wisdom, that we be open doors to the divine, that people walk through us and they become open doors. And then people walk through them and they become open doors. And then people walk through them and they become open doors. Spreading love, true love, God love, the love that heals, the love that conquers all, the love that breaks all curses. May we be that now for the well-being of all. So mote it be. And so it is. Oh, it's so lovely to do this. Like I said, I spent the day in a Toyota dealership here in Saratoga, and I mean, you could tell people are afraid. I mean, I love my car, by the way, Dorian, because he's great. RAV4, very, very happy. Because my old car, bless her, oh, it was hard to let her go. Verona car, that was her name, 2004 Saturn Vue. Oh, I love her so much. I cried. I'm a Pisces moon. I cry easy. I cry easily, I should say. But I blessed her, and may whoever has her next, even if they wholesale her out to someone, to another country, may she be in service and may she be treated well. But it was time. A 16-year-old car. It was time. And I see it symbolically as just another one of the new vehicles in my life. You know, a couple of years ago, I moved from a very large piece of property on the water in Bayshore, Long Island, to a lovely little 3-bedroom condo in Holbrook, Long Island. So I went from the water to the mountains. There are no mountains on Long Island. But that home, I call it Elysia for the Elysian Fields. I live in the underworld. I'm not afraid of hell. I'm not afraid of the underworld. I have the speed pass, right? I see Karen, we high-five each other. He brings me across. But it is the spa section of the underworld where I live, the Elysian Fields, Elysia. So that's a vehicle for my work, right? And then the Silver Broom, where I was on the board of directors, Silver Broom Ministries for, 13, 14 years. That folded and I quit. I retired, I quit, whatever you want to call it. And then YouTube and online stuff became my vehicle for my career. And so now here is yet another vehicle in my life to take me forward. And for what we're going through on the planet, I think we're all getting upgrades, right? But in order to get the new, we have to let go of the old. Particularly if you're pagan, we live this, right? A couple of days, we're going to have what? Ostara, the vernal equinox, right, on Thursday. First day of spring, which means the end of winter. Well, winter has to go for spring to come in. Erosion and renewal, waxing and waning, right? All that rises falls, right? And we are eternal beings. We are eternal, which makes us not all of time, but outside of time, timeless. That the soul, the truth of who we are, incarnates into the game of time and space. And I really have experienced the quantum reality that all of this is all scripted, infinite or near infinite number of probabilities. But we are watching a movie that's already been filmed and in the can, right? We're just rewatching what has already, A Course in Miracles even says, you are but watching what has already gone by, right? So what an interesting time to be chosen, to come into this world and play these roles in these bodies with these names, and to spiritually awaken not just ourselves individually, which, by the way, people have been doing in dribs and drabs for centuries, right? Spiritual awakening, this isn't the first time it's happened on the planet, but usually you had to pick up your bed, right, and like walk across a desert, go live in a monastery or in a cave or something, and eat only bread, drink only water, pray all day long, you know. Now we get to do it with Wi-Fi. Now we get to do it. But isn't it funny how, in a way, with what's going on the planet, we're all being driven inward through quarantining, and, you know, in some cases, probably mandated quarantining, however that plays out. But what a wonderful opportunity we have to go within, to go yin, right? Those that are assigned to do the yang part, to figure out what to deal with this. See, I don't have a degree in science. I'm a witch. I'm a witch. I'm an angel. I'm whatever you want to call me, a spiritual teacher. What a huge opportunity we have, particularly through mediums like this, to reach out and just send the love. And I feel like I've been training my whole life for this. And, you know, I started young. I started my spiritual path, like I said, at 12 years old, my first deck of tarot. So when we do this chakra meditation next, it's not like I have a set chakra meditation. I probably know hundreds of different ways to do chakra meditations. But more important than the what, the why is very clear. First of all, to raise our vibration. Now, let me clarify something about raising vibration, because that's gotten a little distorted over the years. Raising your vibration doesn't mean bad shit's not going to happen to you. Because people will be like, how did that happen? I guess my vibration was low. No, no. A high vibration means that you heal faster, that you are more resilient physically, emotionally, mentally, and of course, spiritually. So there's nothing wrong with doing everything that you can to raise your vibration as high as you want to feel it. And by the way, a high vibration doesn't mean that you're feeling bliss. What it really means is that you're relaxed. You're in the flow, right? I used to think a high vibration meant I had to be feeling joy all the time. All right, let's feel joy, right? And then do tapping and affirmations and get in the vortex and all that stuff. And it was lovely for a while. But it's exhausting, right? And then, of course, we'd be repressing all of these other emotions that didn't fit in the vortex or weren't high vibrational. And that stuff just backs up until it explodes, hence shadow work, which I've done my fill of. So I'll tell you this right now. Chakra work ain't no joke, man. You can just use the rainbow, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. We'll do some of that. We'll see what the guides bring through me. But we're going to be working with grace tonight as well. We're going to be working with the different graces in the different chakras and a lot of breath work. So before we do this, just know, I guess this is a warning. I don't know if it's a warning. I think people who've done this kind of stuff for a while know this, that it's sort of like, the best image I have for it is, you know, those gutters on the side of your house. And if you don't have them, I'm sure you've seen them, right? Because the water collects along the thing and then it goes down the side. Well, if the gutters are filled with like twigs and leaves and squirrel crap, and then you pour like pure clean water at the top, you don't get pure clean water coming out the bottom. You get twiggy leaf squirrel crap water for a while, right? Until it runs clear. So just be aware, if you want to take this as a warning, to be very gentle with this and gentle with yourself afterwards, because stuff might come up. And I've learned that the emotions that come up, it's not that we have to heal those emotions. Those emotions are a sign of a deeper healing going on already. That's why to just breathe them and let them out, but don't let them possess you. I know when I'm feeling sad, angry, you know, any of the lower vibrational realities, to just breathe and love that child of my heart and let it cry, let it scream, but to align my conduct, what I say and what I do, with the highest wisdom that I'm aware of. Cool. We all good with that? Hello. Ooh, Latricia. I like that name. Latrisha. It's okay, sweetheart. No need to be sorry with me. You can always watch this stuff on playback anyway. If you knew how loosey-goosey I am, I used to be very strict and stringent about my spiritual path and my spiritual work. That's the spiritual ego. It's just the ego learns spirituality and spiritual words and theories and uses it to beat the crap out of you. It's fine. No. It's all good. So as we do this, all I'm going to ask you to do is, you don't even have to pay attention to what I say. You can go off on your own. You can have your own little internal adventure. That's wonderful. But please remember to breathe. Look, I'm showing you tasty legs. See, I was a dancer in the 80s and I still got tasty legs. They're going to demonetize me for showing my calves, are they? Oh, and I'm wearing black cashmere. There's nothing in the world like black cashmere. Okay. Take a couple of deep breaths, folks. Get yourself in a position that you can stay in comfortably for a little while. And if you like, close your eyes. I find it easier to visualize and do this closing your eyes. I'm going to actually keep mine open and closed so I can see if anybody needs anything, if anybody says anything, because that's what it takes to be a YouTuber with Super Chat. Cool. So take a couple of nice deep breaths. And my gods, my goddesses, my angels, my masters, my higher selves, give me the words. As we now imagine over our head a beautiful golden star. our own personal spotlight, shining down a column of golden white light, in, down, around, and through us. And we can breathe that in and exhale it down through our nervous systems, through our cells, through our tissues, down through the base of the spine and the soles of the feet. Inhaling from above, exhaling through, down below, all the way down into the planet, just giving us a grounding cord, giving a place for this energy to go so it does not back up. And please feel free to move as you feel you need to move, to stretch as you feel you need to stretch, because as the body relaxes, muscles and bones often do need to readjust, and it's more important that you be comfortable than you follow every word I say. And I ask for our collective guides, masters, teachers, gods, goddesses, saints, angels, totems, healers, and ancestors to gather around us all in a force field of light, containing and protecting this energy work that we do together as one, whether you're watching it live or on playback. That all information and energy that moves between us, both in the physical and in the non-physical, does so clearly, cleanly, and for the highest good of all. And so it is. We now see from that star above, coming down now, a beautiful ball of golden white light, about the size of a beach ball, maybe 18 inches in diameter, spinning from top to bottom, then from side to side, and then diagonal, right? Just kind of like spinning and spinning, going faster and faster, floating gently down this column of golden white light that we have established with our breath, coming down now and balancing right on the very top of our heads, just gently touching into the crown chakra. And breathe. And as it spins, it shoots anything that needs to go down through your nervous system, down through the base of your spine, the soles of your feet, and into Mother Earth. And we ask Mother Earth to please absorb all energies that we are releasing, to absorb and transform and transmute them into the energies of love and love only, to be recycled and returned to all of life in the proper time, place, and sequence of events for the well-being of all. And so it is. Now breathe with your attention on the very top and very center of the top of your head. We ask for the grace of wisdom and the grace of illumination to please settle into this crown chakra in the collective. For as one chakra is cleared, all chakras are cleared to the extent that they are ready, willing, and able to be cleared. Breathe. The grace of wisdom. May the grace of wisdom open us, open the 1,000-petaled lotus of the crown chakra, like a radar dish, attuning us to the higher vibration of fifth dimensional unity consciousness and our own higher selves to have easier access. And may the grace of illumination light up our crown in a beautiful violet flame color, clearing away all shadow, all illusion, all lies, and all deceptions in an energetic form, clearing our brain synapses and passageways, clearing our wiring as we breathe it down even further, allowing this beautiful ball of golden starlight to now move down into our heads, focusing around the pineal gland, the third eye, above and between the brows and in the center of our skulls. The pineal gland, round, hollow, like an eye. the creator of Soma, of DMT, the all-seeing eye, the mental body. And as we breathe, this ball of light spins faster and faster, spinning out any information that does not serve, that we might have picked up from the media, just through the airwaves. Breathing it in and spinning out and spitting out anything that needs to go down into the grids of Mother Earth to be transformed, transmuted into love and light. Even though that sounds so weak, right? That it be transformed, transmuted from lead to gold, from shadow to light, from fear to love for the well-being of all. Breathe as we ask, for the grace of clarity and the grace of knowledge to expand here. Please, may we make room for the grace of clarity and the grace of knowledge to align us with sacred knowledge, that we may seek only truth and see only truth, that we may see through lies, deceptions, and illusions as we are ready to do so. That our third eye be cleared of all tribal patterning that does not serve our well-being or the well-being of all. That we may shed gracefully and lovingly any thoughts that, like training wheels, we no longer need. Illusions that no longer serve, that we may remember that which has been dismembered, that we may remember the truth of who we are, our divine nature, and the truth of love that we came to incarnate. The beautiful indigo blue light illuminating the third eye. Oh, like the first onset of the night sky in summer, with the first stars like talcum powder across blue velvet. Oh, blessed be the third eye, that we may see clearly. Letting it move down now, this ball of golden light, to the throat chakra. Breathing into it, allowing it to spin out and clear the throat chakra of any choices, decisions, judgments, criticisms that have come from fear, judgments of ourselves, judgments of others, choices and decisions that were unmerciful to ourselves and others that no longer serve. Allowing this golden light to raise in vibration and aligning us with the truth that we've never really done anything wrong. Never really done anything wrong. This is a quantum paradigm we are in, where when we chose left, a different version of us chose right. And if we didn't choose left or right, we chose forward or backward. That everything plays itself out in the quantum field of the divine plan, of hologram Earth, the great virtual reality game that we were chosen to play these roles in these bodies. We call upon the grace of counsel and the grace of protection to move through this throat chakra, opening our throats to new choices, new options, new life-changing decisions, that we may be protected, that we may stimulate our own immune systems, both physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. That we may have all energies approaching us that serve our highest good, our greatest joy, and the evolution of our individual souls in blessing for all of life. Please, may the grace of counsel, the wisest words we speak to ourselves and others, the most loving and powerful words we may speak to ourselves and to each other, may it flow through us now for the well-being of all. The beautiful robin's egg, sapphire blue of the throat chakra, we breathe. Clearing the channel, that we may make more lovingly wise, powerful choices and decisions, that we may say, even in our most silent hours, the most lovingly wise, powerful things to ourselves, even if it's okay, honey. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I love you. It's okay. Allowing this golden light to now move down to the heart chakra, the anahata, the unstuck, the lair, the abode of the divine child and the wounded child and the sacred child and the magical child, the inner child of the heart. Breathing that emerald green light with the grace of healing and the grace of fortitude like a castle wall around us, carved of a single diamond, 100 feet high and 10 feet thick. That we are safe to feel whatever rises within us at any time, that if we're feeling it, it's safe to feel it and we need not act upon it. Knowing that as energetic, sensitive beings, we are feeling not just our own emotions, processed or unprocessed, but that of all of humanity, if not all of life, that we may remember love is divine power. And we don't have to feel the love, we just need to mean the love when we put our hands on our hearts in deep breath and say, I love you, to ourselves. I love you, child of my heart, and may the grace of healing and the grace of fortitude grow stronger and stronger with every breath we take, known or unknown, consciously or unconsciously, breaking the chains of fear around our hearts, that we may be vulnerable when we need to be vulnerable, and we may be safe when we need to be safe. And that we need not act on every emotion that flows through us, but that we may flow the love that we truly are through every cell, every tissue, every organ, every system of our being, and outward into this world, under grace and in perfect ways for the well-being of all. And so it is. Breathe. Feel the rise and fall of your chest. The expansion and the relaxation of your rib cage and your chest as you breathe. Breathing love not just into your body, but through your whole energy system. Down into the earth, blessing Mother Earth and all of her children, which is not just all of humanity, but all of life, animal, vegetable, and mineral. If you can vocalize where you are, give it a couple of ahs. You want to give it a tone, give it a tone. Here we go. Nice and gentle. Breathe. Allowing this ball of golden light to now move down into the solar plexus. Personal power. The seat of the personality. Self-esteem, survival, intuition, the grace of discernment and the grace of understanding. Really understanding beyond words, getting someone on a gut level, getting who we are on a visceral level. Breathing that golden light in, around, and through, igniting the solar plexus, yellow, solar, lemon, clear, clean, yellow light, spinning out any self-recrimination, spinning out any entitlement, spinning out anything we might have picked up from anyone else's, their feelings that we took on as our own. We felt them, interpreted it as how they felt about us. Let that be released now, purified, transformed, and released for our well-being and for the well-being of all. That the grace of understanding and the grace of discernment will tell us clearly and cleanly that we are okay, that we are good, that we are worthy, that we are loved, because we are loved, and it's safe to be who we are, and it's safe to feel what we're feeling. And we can cradle that solar plexus like a baby when we are angry or frustrated or sad. Giving words of love, giving space, giving healing. Oh, dearest God, Goddess, all that is, please supercharge and heal this solar plexus that we may feel the guidance and the grace you give us in the moment for our own personal power. This is where our honor codes are. Our codes of truth, our codes of honor, what we will stand for and what we won't stand for, where our boundaries are always being reconfigured, reset, defended, clarified, purified. That when it tenses up, we know something's off. And when it opens, we know that we're safer than we were but a moment before. Oh, blessed be the solar plexus of all humanity with their honor codes. May our honor codes be revealed in a visceral way so we know without doubt when it's time to follow that gut, when we're being lied to, when we're being deceived, and when we are lying to and deceiving ourselves, when we are going against the truth of our soul. We will feel it in this solar plexus, so that we can be truly authentic and vulnerable in a world where everything that happens is happening to make us better. Let this golden ball of light now move down into the second chakra, slightly beneath the navel and deep within. And really belly breathe here if you can. Feel the diaphragm expanding. Moving that energy in the second chakra. Our creativity, our sexuality, the area, the chakra that governs money, sex, and power, our finances, our one-on-one relationships with others in every way, shape, and form, even those we have never met, those we love, those we hate, those we abide, and those we can't abide. Clearing out this golden ball of light, just spinning out anything that needs to go, letting go of our past relationships that no longer serve, severing all attachments, severing all cords from every direction, setting us free. Because if we've never done anything wrong, neither has anyone else. We've all just been playing roles in the great quantum divine plan. When we call upon the grace of mercy and the grace of piety to fill and recharge our sacral chakras, glowing with a bright orange coral fire, a delicious sacred abode, the seat of the soul, where all life begins in physical form, the womb, connected to the genitalia, the egg and the sperm, the Holy of Holies within us, and where sits our true innocence, regardless of what we have done or what has been done to us. The soul that sits in the second chakra is a pure, refined jewel, untouched by the world, but fed by the prana, the chi, the light, the guidance, and the grace of the gods and the angels themselves. Breathe in there now. Releasing all that does not serve, sending it down into the Great Mother, that she may transform and transmute it into the energies of love and love only, from lead to gold, from shadow to light, from pain to peace, for the well-being of all. And sending light to any and all who need it in our one-on-one relationships, honoring their journeys of their souls. We honor their soul's evolution and their paths, that they may be freed from their own patterns of abuse, neglect, codependency, and loss, that they may move forward on their journeys with or without us for the well-being of all. And so it is. Allowing this golden ball of light, getting dizzy yet? To drop down into the root chakra. Ruby red root chakra. The Shekinah, the Divine Mother, our connection to the earth itself, the electromagnetic field of planet Earth, the grace of reverence, the grace of reverence connecting us to all life, and the grace of kindness, because we are all of one kind. The sacred truth of the root chakra, all is one, and there's nothing we can do to change that. All is one. We are all the subatomic particle, the quark. We are all one. We are all manifestations of the quantum field in perfect unity. One thing appearing to be billions upon trillions times gajillions of forms. Breathing into this root chakra, governing the systems of our bodies and the systems of the world, our tribes, our families, our groups, our friends, the companies we work for, all of life, all of nature, animal, vegetable, and mineral. We breathe the grace of reverence that we may experience the sanctity, the purity, and the perfection of all life in energetic form, no matter how it may appear to the five senses. Blessing, healing, blessing, healing, blessing, healing, Muladhara. Oh, blessing, healing, Lam, Lam, Lam. Breathe. And with this golden ball of light, we drop it down now through the base of our spine, and we watch it go down through the layers of the planet, joining with a silver star at the center of the planet, the beating heart of the mother, the iron magnetic crystal that powers the electromagnetic field of planet Earth, and all of this golden light that we drop into it now. What we are doing now is joined with everyone who is in prayer and meditating right now, raising the vibration of planet Earth. And as we raise the vibration of planet Earth, she raises our vibration, distributing all of these graces. The grace of clarity, the grace of illumination, the grace of wisdom, the grace of knowledge, the grace of protection, the grace of counsel, the grace of healing, the grace of fortitude, the grace of understanding, the grace of discernment, the grace of piety, the grace of mercy, the grace of reverence, and the grace of kindness, distributing it to everyone in need. May all who are in need be given what they need. Great Mother, from star to soil we breathe. Breathe from that star above in a great bolt of lightning down through you to the center of the planet. Blessing her and blessing all. Feeling that light being distributed through the nervous system of the planet, up through the root chakras of all beings, charging every stone, every crystal, every mineral, energizing all hearts, all immune systems, all minds, with our collective grace. For as one of us are healed, all of us are healed. So is the law of one, and so is our will. Dearest God, Goddess, all that is, all angels, all saints, all nature spirits, in all realms, all dimensions, all timelines, in all lifetimes. Please continue this activity of grace, the maximum that cosmic law will allow moment by moment, increasing breath by breath, consciously and unconsciously, for the well-being of all, so that all on this planet in need may receive what they need, that all who are sick may be healed, that all who are afraid may be loved and comforted, and that we may all remember the truth of who we are in our own proper time and place, and outshine the perfection of the divine we truly are. For the well-being of all, I say for all, so mote it be, and so it is. Amen. Blessed be Latricia. Wow. Take a moment. If your eyes were closed, don't just slam them open. Wiggle fingers, wiggle toes. Neck roll, shoulders shrug, and gently, gently, gently bring yourself back into the room where you are, allowing your eyelids to be the last things that move if you haven't opened them already. Open them up into the room. Thank you. May you be blessed. May you be blessed with all that you need before you even know you need it. May your own personal pantheons greet you every day. May they answer your prayer before you've even made it, but make the prayer anyway. Because they need your permission a lot of the time. They need you to call. Because the maxim is, ask and ye shall receive. And sometimes you find you already did. You just didn't know because you didn't ask. Wow, 52 minutes. Not shocked. I was going to pull some cards tonight, but I think this is pretty good what we've done, huh? If anybody has any questions, though, if you want to do a little Q&A, I'll be glad to answer some questions for a little bit longer, but then I'm going to call it a night. Tomorrow's St. Patty's Day. I'm going to run out with my parents, do some shopping if possible. Then hunker down. I will be heading back to Long Island on Wednesday. And I will be I'll get back to doing the tarot recordings on YouTube. I will. I promise. I didn't feel like it was very relevant considering what we were going through at the time. But also I will be live streaming in the Angelo Lyons Mal for short Facebook group for Ostara Vernal Equinox at some point, probably in the evening on Thursday for Ostara. Cool. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, not great for pagans, but whatever. Let it go, Mark. Let it go. I love you all so much. You're very welcome, Grace. And down in the description box, if I haven't put in anything in the description box, if you would like to tip me, because I know can't see if anybody sent me anything. It's fine. I like getting tipped on Super Chat. It's fun. If you want to, you still have time. You see that little $sign at the bottom. You hit that. There's a sliding scale. You can send me some money if you like. If not, I usually put my PayPal me link in the description box below, because like I said, I am a professional witch and a professional intuitive. This is what I do for a living to pay my bills. So I really, really thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. I will be doing this again tomorrow night. I'm not a big heavy drinker. I might be a little tipsy though, depending on what my parents are serving up for dinner. But otherwise, green cupcakes. Yikes. I don't do sugar. I put like organic raw honey in my coffee in the morning, and that's it. And since I've been here, it's been like marble cake brioche and cookies and chocolate dipped what are those macaroons, right? Now macarons, right? I've been because I put honey in my coffee. Oh, it's so good. Once you try it, one of my elders turned me on to it, and it really enhances the taste of the coffee. I love it. You try it. There's no accounting for taste, darling. Trust me, if you knew the men I've been with. There is no accounting for taste. So that being said, I am going to sign off for the night. Thank you all so much for watching. Wishing you the very best and the very blessed of the night. And I think we should all sleep like little angel babies tonight. Cool. I love you all so much. But for now, as ever, say it with me. Hail, farewell, and blessed be.